What's up, Rob here, Man vs. Pin. A ridiculous amount of you have been requesting this pin over the past few weeks, which is odd because it's just so ridiculously easy, or so I thought. The Dinosaur Cookie Platter. Originally pinned from Three Little Monkeys Studios, this thing is pretty awesome and would make a hell of a party conversation starter. The first thing I had to do was find myself a plastic dinosaur. Super easy. No problem. I went to toy stores, educational stores, Kmart, Walmart, eBay, Amazon, you name it. I even went to Jurassic Park. Nothing. I got this dinosaur, but it had foam stuffing in it and was way too flimsy. Total waste of money. This dragon I thought would work, but the wings got in the way and the hands, and by the end I just messed the whole thing up. It's just gotta be hard, thick plastic, no other way around it, and as I experienced, they're just completely hard to find. Now this is totally sad, but I found one a week later. Unfortunately, I had to steal it from my sweet, sweet nephew who, well, he doesn't watch YouTube, so he'll never know. Let's get started. I got myself some white spray paint, sandpaper, some E6000 glue, a handsaw, and a white platter. First, I spray painted the T-Rex white and let it dry. Then, with a marker, drew a straight line across its neck. This is important so that when you cut the head off, the platter sits level on its body. I took out the handsaw and got to hacking off the head. This process proved to be a little more difficult than expected. Took me a few tries to get this kind of semi-leveled off. Lots of sandpapering and cutting and shaving, and once that nightmare was over, I began to apply the glue around the top of the dinosaur body. The E6000 didn't work so well and never really took, so I switched over to a hot glue gun instead. I then carefully added the plate, making sure to position it evenly and proportionately to the body. It went on pretty level. I let it dry and then proceeded to add the head onto the top. Lastly, to blend everything in, I took a little bit of white paint and touched up the edges, and it was finished, for the most part. Now to give it the cookie test. I began to add these delicious frosted animal crackers to the tray, slowly, concentrating on weight distribution, and disaster. Definitely not working like it should. Having some problems with the balance. A little bit of an issue here. Kinda only works if you place the cookies on very meticulously, which doesn't seem like it would work too well at a party after a couple people get their hands on some. Also, the whole underneath part of this thing looks a little iffy. Looks a little... You see what I mean? Just falling over in the background. Not even a cookie on it. In retrospect, I would probably fill the inside of the dinosaur with some kind of sand or some rocks before I glued the platter on, just to give it a little bit more weight. Otherwise, if you got a piece of tape or something, just feel free to tape the tail down to the table and you're golden. Well, there you go. It only took 5 days and a very sad nephew to complete this project. Totally worth it. Not really. Hey, if you try this project, better luck to you. In the meantime, be sure to head on over to threelittlemonkeysstudios.com for more awesome DIY projects, and leave your favorite pins in the comments below. That way we know what we're doing next week. Until then,